Come on. Hey, everybody.
I'll be right there.
Gotta figure this out. Okay.
Are you on?
Am I backwards? I am backwards. You know what? I gotta turn it around.
You gotta flip it around.
I gotta flip it. Hang on. See now.
How do I turn it around?
Is that gonna work?
I hope so.
Okay.
Are you the right way now?
Okay. Okay.
Let's all sing. Happy birthday to you.
Woohoo!
Happy birthday to you.
It's a really happy birthday for me.
Birthday, dear Dougie.
That's
Dr.
me.
Douglas.
All right.
Happy birthday to you.
All right. Megan's serenading me
Woo-hoo!
over there. How about that? That's
I'll
great.
be there in person in 1 second.
Yeah, all right. She's gonna finish getting ready. I gotta get the dog hair off of me. What's going on, friends? It is a happy birthday celebration, and I'm about to pop open one of my favorites here. This is a Chimay, and I'm gonna have a little beer, y'all. Cheers to all of y'all. Cheers to me. Cheers to whoever, everybody. I'm gonna get a good pour on this one. Can't just drink these out of the bottle. You got to give them room. I will take that. I will take that. Thank you for being here, friends. Much love. All right. All right. I've got a few hours before I have to be sober again. I am hosting some rehearsals tonight at the church job where I work. I have tonight, and that's it before all of our ensembles have to present music for Holy Week, for a whole bunch of services. And it's a big rehearsal. Always is a big rehearsal, the one before Holy Week. So we're ready to do that tonight. David Kingma is asking if this is a wheat beer. This is a high ABV. It's 8%. And it is, now I've got a triple blonde in color and spicy, fruity taste balanced by bitterness of aroma and hops. There you go. Not a wheat beer. But it's one that I definitely love. I really, really enjoy this brew, y'all. Okay. I have about an hour to hang out with all of y'all. Here's what I'm going to be doing. We're going to have some trivia winners. I've got 3 trivia questions, and again, the prize will be you getting an invitation to join us at our next Doug on Demand Zoom hangout, where you can get a specific chance to share with me some music that you would really want me to hear. And that's going to be later this month on the 27th, the week after Easter, that we're doing that. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I've got 3 trivia questions. I'm also going to be counting down. I thought this would be fun. Counting down my favorite albums so far that I've heard by some of our favorite bands. I'm going to be listing albums by Rush, albums by Yes, albums by Genesis, albums by Pink Floyd, and albums by King Crimson. So I'm going to be giving you my personal rankings of the ones I've heard so far, how I rank them. And so I thought that would be a fun topic of conversation today. I'm going to move this a little bit. I've got my little microphone here. I'm going to pop that over there, and I hope that that will work a little better. If you have trouble hearing me, let me know, friends. So yeah, XBIA. I'm not going to tell you about my Dream Theater ones. I'll save that for another time. I just picked those 5 because I think I've heard the most albums from those 5 bands on the channel, and so that's what I'm up to today. Hi, Sharona. Actually, I should say hello to all who is here. Let's see. Me, you is here. Connell, Sharona, Jacob, and Mark, and Juan. There's Sebastian, XBIA. Brian is here. There's Mario. There's Philip. Hello, Philip, in Brisbane. Thank you for tuning in across the world. David's with us. Glenn is here. There's Mark and Ethereal. Leffe is here. Hi, Leffe. Jeremy's here. There's Andrew and Steven. Just a Clone is here. We got Turbo. We got Ruben. We got Margaret. We got Arrow. We got a whole bunch of folks. Andrew's with us. Y'all, thank you for hanging out with us today. You don't have to spend your time with us on a Thursday, but we're just going to tune out the rest of the world for about an hour, and we're going to have a little fun, and we're going to talk music and talk things that inspire us, and yeah, and have a good old time together. Connell, you're from Ireland. Wonderful. I do enjoy my Irish whiskey. I do enjoy my Irish beer too. Never been there. Never been there. But hope to someday. So since my last birthday, I went and checked, y'all, some of the analytics that we have. 17.5 million views on YouTube in the last 365 days. We've got about 2 million watch hours. And just today, we hit 440,000 subscribers. And we continue to be blessed by all of the support that y'all give us. Not only are you subscribing, but you are tuning in, and that is what really counts. Matt's asking how many candles are on our cake this year. I turned 48 today, y'all. That is not up for trivia. I was born in 77, and actually the year that I was born, April 10th, was a Easter Sunday. How about that? I don't even look like a bunny, no big ears or anything. So I'm doing okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, I turned 48 today, and I kind of feel like it. Y'all, it's been a rough year. I got diagnosed with diabetes this past year. Megan has had a rough year health-wise, but we're feeling relatively okay. We're still dealing with stuff on an ongoing basis. But overall, we can't complain too much.
Honestly, that's true.
We can't complain too much. Do I get you here in the?
I'll get in there.
Are you gonna? You're not in here, are you? I need to move this. Dun, 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 dun,
I will be.
There you come.
I'm unwrapping my.
Okay.
Listen, these are a very important part of my life.
Yeah.
Because
icebreakers.
I have a couple of medications that make my mouth dry, and so I'm making sure there's not a dog.
I'm just moving this.
I have to make sure there's no
moving this camera
before I move.
How are we doing now? Is that not enough still?
We'll see.
I need to move this even more for Meg. How about that now? See,
Okay.
because I can't see myself in the picture now.
I know.
Because we've got the phone turned so that we can be in the right frame and everything.
You don't see us until you see us.
Yeah, so I've got like 7 seconds of delay over here. The Observer, thank you. How are you? How do we send you a belated present? If you would like to do that, you've got our email. It's thedailydoug@gmail.com. You can also send us something in the mail if you would like. We have a post office box that is P.O. Box 872 in Bellemead, Bellemead, and that's in New Jersey, and the zip is 08502. We have that information if you're a patron on our info. I think it's also on the About tab on YouTube. If you have trouble, yeah, there you go. Thank you, XBIA. Put it in the chat.
You can buy Doug a coffee.
You can buy me a coffee.
That is in
right now. I'm drinking a beer.
It's in the description it's in every video description on Doug's channel, including today's. So there's buy me a coffee. You can also there's a link here in the video description.
You can do super chats and stuff
says
too.
You can do super chats here during the live stream. If you'd like to buy send Doug a gift in that way.
Yeah.
And also you can buy Daily Doug merch.
We got shirts. We got mugs.
Link is in the video description.
How about that?
In every video description.
So. Rona, I hear you. Epica, thank you for the reminder. Yeah. Thank you for the reminder. So here's how we're gonna do this, y'all. So
you can send some chocolate. You can send Doug some chocolate and
chocolate.
We'll just eat little bits at a time.
No, Megan will end up having it. That's
no.
Okay.
You can have some too. I'm pre-diabetic, so I have to watch myself as well.
Yeah. Hey, Murky, thank you for being here. Hi, Vic. Hi, Ricky. Wonderful. Y'all are all just hanging out. Wonderful. So let's do a trivia. I want to start off with trivia.
I haven't actually seen your questions yet.
I think they're decent questions.
Hey, John Frannick is in the chat.
John has entered the chat.
I just was about to say that John sent some very, very good candidates for
trivia?
Trivia.
I may have used one or two of them.
One of his questions was, how is Doug so hot?
Because the air conditioning's not on. Do I win?
You're very handsome.
Thank you.
You're very tall. Tall, dark, handsome, light colored eyes. What do we call your eyes, Hazel? They're not blue. They can look blue.
They're kind of green and
a blue shirt.
Yeah. Green and blue.
That's right. So how's Doug so hot?
Yeah. So I need to do that. I want to start with the trivia. I've got
Matt Andrews says you're hot because you got a haircut.
That's true.
I like you pre-haircut and post-haircut.
Well, I'm less hot because I have less hair. But there you go. We're gonna have three trivia winners today, friends. And the way that you win is by simply responding in the chat. That's the only way that we have to manage this. So
let's give everyone 1 second to check the cursor on your video, and if you can
make sure that you're
slide it all the way, if you're behind a little bit, get up to as even and current as you're able to.
Yeah.
And
voice to text, however you want to do it. If it shows up in the chat and you're correct and you're first, then you're a winner. Friends, it's as easy as that.
That they love your reaction.
Well, thank you, Bauer. So, trivia number one.
Was lifted. No, that didn't happen.
Trivia number one. It's as simple as this, y'all. What is the name of my solo piano album?
I like that.
What is the name of my solo piano album? We'll wait.
That could be a bonus question.
Could be.
Because you have said that.
So somebody is on the right track, but it's not complete.
Yeah, it's not complete. To it.
There's more to it. Do I give it to? Matt is correct.
There it is.
Matt is correct.
Yep.
Katja, it's volume 1.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
The full title. So we have to give it to. Wait, who's? Am I hearing through?
Yeah. You're hearing through my headphones.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we have to give it to Matt. Yes, Matt Bishop.
It's got to be Matt. Katja, I love you, but it wasn't
Yes.
quite complete. So try again on the second one. Try
Yeah.
again on the second one. There is not a volume 2 yet, but there will be soon. There will be
Yes, he
soon.
is actually drinking Chimay in the Chimay.
In a Chimay glass. I don't fuck around, y'all. Right. Okay. Well
He's gonna
done.
get mad at me for leaving my lip stuff on
Well
his
done.
glass.
Well done, Matt. Okay. So that's the
Mm.
first one.
That's really
That's
tasty.
the first one. I would like to share with y'all. Margaret, I think council members are welcome to participate.
Sure.
Just because that y'all are, council members doesn't mean that you should not be allowed to participate. I think
Right.
you can do it.
None of the questions being asked are things that only council members or whoever are going to know.
It's coming up on this summer. It'll be 2 years since we did that meditations album. And
thank you, John Franek, for putting the link to the meditations album here in the chat. You can find Doug Helvering Meditations Volume 1 and here on YouTube. It's on Spotify, Amazon Music, and all the places.
Those are improvised as well. I didn't compose those. Those are just played in the moment. So enjoy those if you would like. I haven't listened to it in a hot second.
I still listen to it. It helped. Like, that is part of my rotation that helps me go to sleep at night. Helps, like, if I need to.
You enjoying my shirt to clean your glasses?
I am. Thank you.
Awesome.
If it's a stressful day or I'm exhausted or things are it's one of the things I listen to soothe me. If I want to take a nap and need to kind of settle my mind, or
if you want to go to sleep, just buy my album.
When I'm driving in the car, even if people are driving like assholes, put something on to help calm you down.
There you go. Wonderful. So one of the things that I thought of to do today, I've told y'all this earlier, but
thank you, Ethereal Green Wizard.
Yeah, wonderful.
Awesome.
So I thought, well, we don't just want to come on here and just shoot the shit for an hour. I want to have something to tell them, something interesting.
Yeah.
We got to entertain the folks that have come here.
Absolutely.
And so what I thought about doing was taking kind of a taking stock of where we are now. It is into our 4th year of doing reactions. And by this time, I've heard many, many albums, and I've heard several albums from certain bands. And so I'm going to tell you my rankings for some of our favorite bands. And I'm going to start off with Rush, y'all. Rush is one of these bands that we've heard several times. I have heard A Farewell to Kings. I've heard Hemispheres, Permanent Waves, Moving Pictures, Signals, and Grace Under Pressure.
Wow.
Those 6. I have only heard half of 2112. I've only heard the big piece on side 1. I have not heard side 2. So I'm not including 2112 in this countdown.
Okay.
So I've got 6. And the way that I'm going to rank them is as such. Starting at number 6, I'm going to put Signals. We've got New World Man and Subdivision. It's a lovely album, but with what else is there, I'm putting it 6th. 5th, I've got Grace Under Pressure. The main standout from that one is Red Sector A, the one about the prison camp. And just really got me, but a wonderful album. But for me, it's number 5. Number 4, Permanent Waves.
Oh,
with Spirit of Radio and Jacob's Ladder comes to mind. Great stuff.
I can see his list, so I know.
Yeah, she's reading.
I know what's coming up, and I'm interested. It's not how I thought it was going to go.
Really? At number 3, I'm putting A Farewell to Kings. A Farewell to Kings. That's got closer to the heart. It's got Xanadu.
Love it.
A lovely album. Number 2, I've got Hemispheres with La Via Strangiato. I think that was my very first Rush reaction.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it was, I think, one of the very early, like in the first 5 of the extended play lounges that we did um, on Patreon. But at number 1, I've got moving pictures, y'all. That one with Tom Sawyer and Red
I
Barchetta,
mean, it's so good.
YYZ, for those of you outside of the United States, Limelight, the camera eye, I should say, Witch Hunt, Vital Signs. It's just a heck of an album. And so if I was going to pick an album to put on from Rush, that's the one I'd pick first.
That's your
I
go-to.
think. So there you go. That's how this works, friends. I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm just telling you what I think so far. They're all great, by the way.
I thought that I thought Grace Under Pressure might be a little higher than where it was, and I also thought A Farewell to Kings might have been a little higher.
Higher than Hemispheres?
Yeah.
It's tough.
That's hard.
Right? Yeah. It is tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there you go.
So good.
How did I do? Philip says correct answer. I'm going to take Philip's encouragement, and I'm going to keep going.
Somebody asked about Elias of Sun Hillow.
That's from John Anderson.
See where that is, right?
Yeah.
They asked if you could do it.
We have.
Not on Doug's YouTube channel, but he has done it on Patreon. It was one of his EPL videos, Extended Play Lounge.
Yeah, we listened to the whole album. His
full album listens.
Hey,
oh,
Catherine.
thank you, Catherine. That's good. Catherine. Oh,
yeah.
I love Roundabout.
Yeah, I've heard Roundabout.
Much. Have you ever done that on the channel yet? You gotta do it on the channel.
I think I did.
Did you?
I think so.
Sweet.
I think so.
But yeah, you've done Tool songs. 10,000. Do you know 10,000 Days?
Of course.
Sweet.
Yeah,
I know
that
one. On the channel.
Can't remember.
How much Tool have you done? Any like Tool albums?
Not really.
YouTube.
No.
Okay, so just individual Tool songs.
We've just done a lot of songs.
How many have ish? If you were to guess, how many Tool songs you've done?
Close to 20, 15 to 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ethereal Green Wizard got into you from Tool, your Tool videos. That's awesome.
Rock and roll Ethereal.
That's great.
So I want to keep going.
Yeah. So his Elias reaction is over on the Patreon. So you would need to join at the what's there? Is it a $9 tier?
Yeah. The Doug Club.
The Doug Club.
The middle tier. Yeah.
Or one of the higher ones than it.
Thank you, Gil. Thank you, Darian. So, friends, let's go to Yes, one of my favorite bands, one of my absolute favorite bands. So, from this band, I have heard 7. I've heard 7 albums.
Wow.
I've heard the Yes album, Fragile, Close to the Edge, Tales from Topographic Oceans, Relayer, Drama, and 90125.
When you say you've heard them, you're talking about both here on the channel and over on your Patreon as well?
Yeah, either one. Either one.
Both.
I have when I'm saying I've heard them, I have reviewed them as the Daily Doug, right?
Either on YouTube
also
or Patreon.
of note here, I've not heard all of Going for the One. I've heard Awaken, but I haven't heard the rest of that album yet. And I love Awaken, but I'm not going to include Going for the One in my rankings. Charles!
Amazing!
Wow!
Thank you. Stick to the music, not the what's TDS?
I don't know what TDS is.
I feel like I should know that.
Charles, but I love you.
Thank you, Charles.
Thank you so much, buddy.
Much appreciated. That's amazing.
So, so how do I rank the Yes albums that I've heard? At number 7, I'm going to go with Drama. Charles. Yeah, it's not derangement. I'm just reacting to what's happening, but I appreciate you. All right. At number 7, we've got Drama, and I put it there mainly because there's no John Anderson.
Aha.
There's no John Anderson on that album, and
Okay.
it just
So
doesn't.
without John Anderson,
It just doesn't.
doesn't feel like
Yeah,
yes to you.
yeah. So next up is an album called Relayer. And the reason why I put it there is that Gates of Delirium is one of their longer tracks. It's really awesome, but it's one that hasn't grabbed me.
Oh, it just didn't quite grab you
like some of their other longer ones. When they say Delirium, they ain't lying, y'all. They really aren't. And so I've got that one at 6. At number 5, I've got Tales from Topographic Oceans. And it was tricky to put this one at number 5 because I love that album.
Yeah, I'm surprised
I do love that album. It's the monumental 4-sided 4-track album, right? 4 side-length songs. And I did go ahead and give you a ranking of each side if you're interested. My favorite side from Topographic Oceans is Ritual, side 4. Revealing Science of God, side 1 would be next, then the Remembering, and then the Ancients. That's how I rank those. We have a new member of Helvering's army. Megan.
Oh, hey, my dad's on. Hi, Dad.
Hey, Mike.
Hello. Thank you for being a member of Helvering's army.
So that's number 5.
My dad's like, we have to come on YouTube to see our daughter and hear her voice because she never calls us back. Very sorry.
Yeah. At number 4,
I owe you all a phone call.
At number 4, it's 90125. I really enjoyed the album. It's a different sound for them than their stuff in the 70s, but Owner of a Lonely Heart, It Can Happen, Hearts, the one that ends that album, Trevor and John singing together. It's a really great album. That one for me is number 4. At number 3, I've got the Yes album.
My dad goes by Mike, by the way.
Yeah. The Yes album has Yours Is No Disgrace. It's got Starship Trooper, Seen All Good People.
Oh, I love that song. So
classic stuff, right? But I've got that one at number 3. At number 2, I've got Fragile with Roundabout, Heart of the Sunrise. And yeah, y'all are correct. How could I not have Close to the Edge at number 1? I mean, Close to the Edge is my desert island song. Yeah, if I was stuck on a desert island and I had one song to pick from, I think I'd pick Close to the Edge. It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So that's my favorite. Yeah, and that's why it's up on the wall of fame back there. Yeah.
Were I ranking, I probably would have put Fragile in number 1 spot, only because Roundabout has a special place in my heart. Goes back to my college days, and we actually played, I don't know how y'all are gonna feel about this, but played Roundabout
in an actual roundabout.
Marching band show. Yes. And it was awesome. It was a really, really good arrangement. We did Roundabout, and we also did Late in the Evening.
It was late in the evening.
Yes. It was late in the evening. And that was also a really fun arrangement. And it was awesome. That was a fun marching. That was a fun halftime show. Wonderful. And we had a really good time with that. And so those songs have just a real special place in my heart.
Robert, I've heard some of Yes songs, but not all of it, right? So the only ones that I'm including here are the albums that I've heard all of.
Sorry.
And so let's keep going because we're halfway through the time that we have.
Gotta keep rolling.
Trivia, y'all. Trivia number 2. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready. Wait. Let me see that. Where's the question?
You sure?
Oh yeah.
This may be tricky.
This is my question.
This may
I came up with this.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, I did.
So it's not really a question. it's a task for you. There are 3 answers. We will not accept. We will not accept a complete answer until you have 3 that are correct. Okay.
Because we've talked about all of this stuff on live streams
throughout the years.
Yeah.
These are things about me, y'all,
Correct.
not necessarily about the channel that I have shared.
Yeah.
So name 3 European countries that I have visited.
Yeah.
We need 3 of them.
3.
And I would be curious. You can just start naming countries. That might work, but you need to name all 3 of them
in one answer.
One answer,
one
please.
Response, one post.
Yeah.
I wish that we.
Do you count the UK as Europe? Sure, I do.
Okay, yeah.
Oh boy. No.
UK, France,
no.
Austria, Czechia, Germany. I wish we'd been.
No.
You have been to.
No.
Wait, you haven't been here?
No.
Okay.
I went near it.
No.
No.
Oh, wait. There it is.
I'm gonna give it. No. I'm gonna give it to me. You.
Oh, because you had. Oh.
Me.
Yeah.
You. Gotcha. You were 1 behind.
So close. Me, you got it.
Me, you got it. We have been to Sweden. We have been to the Czech Republic. Or I have.
You've been to Czechia.
And I have been to Hungary.
Yeah. And Katya, yours is also correct.
Yours is
Came
correct,
in just behind
was
me,
just,
you with Czechia, Lithuania, and Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been to Europe twice. Once in 1997 and once in 2000, and both of them were for choir tours.
Yep.
And we went to some lovely places, but not some of the places that you would think that we would go to. I've never been to France. Yeah. I've never been to England. I've never been to Scotland or any place in the UK.
Same here.
I've never been to Spain. I've never been to Italy, or but I have been to Germany. I've been to Lithuania. I have been to Sweden. We hung out in Stockholm for a few days. I've been to the Czech Republic or Czechia. We spent some time in Pilsen. We spent some time in Olomouc, and we spent some time in Prague.
You got to do those things.
We spent some time in Hungary and Romania and Moldova. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny, Andrew. That is funny. No, Arkansas does not qualify as a foreign country, but they do have their own language. Yeah. It does sound like it's time to go again.
And if any of you ever have a chance to go to Lithuania, please do. Beautiful country.
Wonderful people.
Wonderful people.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
Hey, Lord Mister, appreciate you.
Lord Meister.
The Smiths.
Oh, yeah.
I will do my best. Thank you. Thank you.
So
that was, if we're taking, so that was a lucky guess from me, you. Congratulations, me, you. Remind me to go to the casino with you later for my birthday.
Wait, was it just a lucky guess? Oh, it was. Yeah. Me, you said those are the 3 countries I have visited most recently. Wait, what were the 3 again that me, you said?
He said.
Check you out.
He said. Where'd it go? It was up. Where did it go? There was the Sweden, Czechia, and Hungary. Yeah, that's what he got. Okay.
I love Sweden.
Rock and roll.
I mean,
Matt, I would love to come to the UK. We've got a lot of Daily Doug friends in the UK. We have a
lot of other friends other than Daily Doug who are there too.
Yeah.
Dying to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful. So,
I gotta get to Ireland, man. I have my heritage is English, Irish, and Scotland, and Germany. That's for the most part. That's me. And I need to get to the UK, and I'd love to go to Wales too.
Margaret, hang on. We're going to take care of Katya. We're not going to let her get out of here without having anything. You know,
and Leffe, I would love that.
You know us too well. You know us too well.
Yeah, Katya,
So
we got you.
we got you,
We got
Katya.
you.
Just hang loose.
Yeah.
So, but I have a feeling she might win the third one.
Ooh.
I want to move on to another ranking. Pink Floyd.
Yes.
But which
Oh
one,
boy.
But which one of them's pink? I don't know. So
Wait,
let's.
what movie has the character name? Oh,
The
y'all are
Wall?
gonna. No, my brain just died.
Pinky in the Brain?
No,
Oh.
no. Someone's gonna put it in the chat in a second.
The
John, it's one of your favorite movies. If you're still hanging around right now, you know Pink. What the hell's that movie? It's just escaping my brain. Anyway,
oh yeah, they're
moving.
starting with their favorites too. Yeah. So Pink Floyd, I have heard 6 Pink Floyd albums, including, but not in this order.
One of your favorite movies, John. There's a character in it named Pink.
I can't help you.
You watch it on airplanes.
I have no idea what she's talking about. I have heard Atom Heart Mother. I have heard Metal. I've heard Dark Side of the Moon. I've heard Wish You Were Here. I've heard Animals. And
Dazed and Confused. Thank you, Ross. That's the one. Go ahead.
And I've heard The Wall. Okay, those 6. I have heard half of Amagama. I've heard the live stuff and a little bit of the studio stuff, but I haven't heard all of that double album, so I'm not including it in this countdown either. So here's what I've got, friends. Here's what I've got. Number 6, Atom Heart Mother. The Atom Heart Mother suite is a lovely suite. And Alan's Psychedelic Breakfast was quite fun. Yeah. But for me, it's number 6.
I get that.
The hot take that I have is putting The Wall at number 5.
Whoa.
Comfortably Numb aside. Another Brick in the Wall aside. It's a lovely album, but I like the other ones better. I like the other ones better.
Just for a moment to answer Lorena Rios.
Oh, Lorena,
question.
John is our very good friend, a former student of mine.
I feel like it's not really fair to call him a friend at this point. He's family.
He is our adopted son, basically, and is our third partner in this business and helps us out with everything. Yeah. So that is who John is, and among other, besides being a pretty darn good person, he's one of the more brilliant musicians that I've ever come across. And he's one of our best, and we love him.
Composer and pianist extraordinaire.
Indeed. So, where did I leave off? I left off with the Mall, with The Wall.
And Margaret said shots fired.
All right. Number 4, I have Animals. This one has a lovely place in my heart. It was the first Pink Floyd album that my friend Tom sent me.
Yeah.
The remastered version. It's a great album to get stoned to while you're listening, y'all. Trust me, I know from experience. And plus, Dogs is such a cool track.
Yes, it is. We miss Tom.
We miss Tom
so much.
Raise a glass to Tom.
Here, you raise that bottle, and I'll raise this.
Well, there's hardly anything in it anymore. I think I've got another one.
I don't have anything at all. So.
Okay. So that was number 4. Number 3, really, just
raise the shaker to Tom because the shaker is from Tom.
Be careful with the shaker. Yeah.
That was a gift from Tom.
Yeah. So where do we? Oh, number 3 is going to be Metal, y'all. Echoes is a classic track. I absolutely love it. And I think it even would have been number 2 if it had a stronger side 1. But I'm putting Metal at number 3. I've got Dark Side of the Moon at number 2. Breathe, Time, Gig in the Sky, Money, Us and Them, a classic album.
Yeah.
It's one of our mainstays that we have up behind here, but I'm going to put Wish You Were Here first, simply because Shine On You Crazy Diamond is one of my favorite pieces by them. Wish You Were Here is great. Welcome to the Machine is great. That's where I have it. Wish You Were Here, number 1, then Dark Side, then Metal, then Animals, then The Wall, and then Atom Heart Mother. That's where I have it.
It's an amazing album.
Yeah. All of them great albums.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Oh, you haven't done. Okay, keep going.
What have I not done?
From Pink Floyd. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
There's no time. We got to keep moving.
Yeah, Connell's like, you got 1 and 2 the wrong way around, but that's okay.
I was gonna say
you don't have to agree, y'all. That's the fun part about this.
It's funny because it's shifted for me over the years. It used to be Dark Side of the Moon was my number one favorite, but like over time it's shifted, and I think that's in my number 2 spot now also, and Wish You Were Here in the number 1 spot. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Just a Clone. Thank you,
man.
From your boy Jason.
You got it. We'll put it towards our record collection. I think like Vinyl Saturday is coming up in a couple days. Like the internet, like National Record Day or something. We'll have to
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, we have to go.
I am really looking forward to seeing or hearing the Division Bell. That's one on my list that we'll get to.
That I was thinking about. That I was like, you haven't done that yet. Yeah.
Thank you, Lorena. I loved Quadrophenia. So far, that's my favorite from the Who.
Yeah.
That's right, Bill. He says Record Store Day. Yeah.
Record Store Day.
Yeah. I think we'll have to go.
We're gonna go to the Princeton Record Exchange.
We go in search of vinyl, my friends.
We do.
So we have come to my countdown for Genesis, y'all. And this was hard.
I bet it was.
This was really hard. I have heard 6 Genesis albums. Again, not in this order, but here's how they originally appeared. I've heard Nursery Crime. I've heard Foxtrot, Selling England by the Pound, The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, Wind and Wuthering, and Duke. I've heard those 6.
I like Duke.
You know, when I was younger, I probably heard
I love them all.
The one with Land of Confusion. You know, I think I had a cassette tape of that one, but I haven't ever gotten there yet as the Daily Doug.
I tend to rage sing that song. I love that song so
I have not heard all of A Trick of the Tail. That is still up for an EPL, I should say. And I haven't heard much from, and then there were 3. Those are 2 from the 70s that I still need to finish up. And another note, I am including Duke. I have reacted to the Duke Suite on camera, and I've listened to the rest of the album off camera. We have the vinyl to that. I've heard the whole album. I haven't reacted to all of it on camera.
Touch, thank you.
But
that's the name of the album.
Cool. But I have heard all of Duke, so I am going to include it in this one. So thank you, Loco. Rock on. So let's do it. Number 6, I'm going to go with Nursery Crime. It's a great album, but
Arrow, that's true.
It's a little hit and miss for me. The musical box is great. The Giant Hogweed is a cool track. At number 5, I've got The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. It's really dense, y'all. It was one of our very first, I think, again, in the first 5 of our EPLs on Patreon, with Carpet Crawlers, the title track, with Counting Out Time. That one's number 5 for me. I'm going to put Duke at number 4. The Duke Suite is really great. Turn It On Again is a great song. Enjoy that one. I'm going to put Wind and Wuthering at number 3. Pretty much all of side 2 there is a highlight for me. Blood on the Rooftops, In That Quiet Earth, a really wonderful album. I've got Foxtrot at number 2, y'all. Foxtrot's number 2, and that was difficult because Supper's Ready is on that one.
Yeah.
And Supper's Ready is a heavy contender. Watcher of the Skies is on that one as well. But I've got Selling England by the Pound as my favorite Genesis album.
I mean,
mainly because it has Firth of Fifth on it. That one is my favorite Genesis song. And really just for that, it puts it above everything else. And The Cinema Show is another favorite as well.
Yeah.
I love Selling England by the Pound. It's a great album.
Someone mentioned I think in regards to Genesis, Three Sides Live. Do you
Three
know
Sides Live.
what is that? I'm just curious.
Well, they're
I feel-
live and
I've
it's
heard-
3 sides. It's just a live album,
Do
as
we
far as I
have
know.
that?
I don't think so. We don't have the vinyl of it.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
we did.
I don't think so.
Hey,
We've
Charles,
got
Lee.
seconds out. Thank you,
We
Charles.
do have seconds out. Thank you, Charles.
Have you ever reviewed any of Kate Bush's work?
Yeah.
Quite a bit, and quite a bit lately. We've heard The Dreaming lately, and I finished up
that was
all.
On
that was on
YouTube?
Patreon.
On Patreon.
And I've done all of Hounds of Love
Yeah.
on YouTube now, and
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
Okay.
And a smattering of others. Yeah. Wonderful stuff. Thank you, Charles.
Yeah. Thank you, Charles. Yay.
Okay. We've got our last trivia, y'all. Our last trivia. Are you ready? Get your
Where is it?
It's right here.
Oh.
I think this may be the hardest one.
Sure.
Of the batch.
You have talked about this though.
Thank you, Jeff. Well, if I agree with John Lennon, that means I must be right.
Oh, John Frannon, thank you for putting the
Hounds
link
of Love
for the Hounds of Love video here in the chat. You can find it there in the live chat.
Rock and roll.
Hey,
Just a Clone is saying there's a new King Gizzard album coming out next week.
Oh.
And it has an orchestra.
I'd forgotten about that.
Well.
Oh, I'm so down for that. They're great.
Mm-hmm.
They keep you on your toes.
Yeah.
I appreciate that about them. You never really know, like, when a new album is coming from them.
Brown, I don't know if I have a favorite live album yet. Like in general, I'd have to think about that. I'd have to think about that.
John Frank says, trivia question number 3: will Katya finally get one of the answers in time?
Let's figure that out, Katya. All right. I'm sending you the answer telepathically. I hope that you get it.
Even if you don't, I feel like we should give her
even if we don't, we'll give Katya something. So here it is, y'all. Trivia number 3. What is the name of the composition that was my first published piece? I wrote a piece when I was in college, in undergrad. And it was published.
When you were in high school, yeah?
Nope.
No, I thought you started it when you were a senior.
What is the name of the composition that was Doug's first published piece? Thank you, John Franek. It is not called Enter Sandman.
I love it.
Katya says, Volume 1. Very fun. No. Margaret says Serenade to Music. That is one of my ones. Dan the man. Got it.
That's not your brother.
Is that my brother?
Because he's not allowed to play.
Is that my brother? Dan, are you my brother? Daniel, my brother. You are younger than me. Are you my actual brother? I don't think you are.
I was going to say, I don't know.
But Dan the man wins.
I don't remember what Dan's YouTube handle is.
I don't think that's his YouTube. Dan, write it back.
Dan the man.
Are you my brother?
Number 2. He wrote number 2. I think that's your brother.
Yeah, I mean, we're Helverings. We're obsessed with number 2s.
No, you guys have always done the whole.
I'm your brother.
1, number 2. Oh no, you're not allowed to play.
What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Okay. Okay.
That's funny.
Now.
Come on, son.
Okay. So here's what's going to happen. Dan. Sidebar. Dan. I got to come here. Okay. That means you got to come to the Zoom on the 27th. 2:00. I mean, normally on a Sunday, by then you're out snowboarding somewhere.
I was nice,
right?
But you're welcome to.
But you are invited to come to a Zoom and share with everybody a song that you would like for me and the rest of them to hear.
I have a suggestion. May I make a suggestion?
And you can't play Strokin'.
May I make a suggestion?
You cannot play Clarence Carter.
Dan says that he'll be there.
All right.
I was going to say.
We're going to give it to Katya, too.
Dan, if you're not able to be there, I would say just give Doug whatever song you want him to play during that Zoom hangout. and he can do that too. So I think that would be just fine. I feel like let's pick out another. You want to pick out another question to throw out to the folks?
No,
Because
we're gonna invite Dan and we're gonna invite Katja.
Yeah, but everybody else didn't have. Hold on,
Dan, can you believe that these people know the Help Me Robert story?
Wait, you told that on YouTube?
Well, on a council hangout or something.
You did in a council hangout.
Margaret's got that for blackmail.
We
gotta watch the time too, y'all. I gotta get to rehearsal.
Do you know which one's the first one?
No.
We can look it up really fast because I think it's a really good question. It's a hard one, but come on, we got to give one more question.
Why?
Because Dan played and wasn't supposed to. We need to give the folks one more shot. Well, we had 3 questions. We got to do one more. So
I got to think.
Do you know which one?
I got to think.
We just talked about that. No, we're not doing that.
How many bowls does Doug smoke in one day?
That was one of John's.
That's one of John's
suggestions.
I don't have a lighter, otherwise I would be smoking what's right here, right now. Yeah.
I actually really
Yeah, Dan, that Ave Maria has been performed at Carnegie Hall a couple of times. Yeah. But it's my firstborn piece, and it's my best-selling piece of all the ones that I've ever written.
And it's my favorite.
Yeah.
One of my
that's one
top
thing we could do.
Of Margaret. Doug's favorites. No, I was going my favorite. Of Doug's.
Okay.
So don't do, but not just
okay.
Not just the. But what's your favorite place specifically?
I know. What do you mean I ruined it? He retracted. I need to get a smoke.
No, just what's your favorite place?
Okay, sure. Okay, y'all.
We talked about it.
Okay, for a follow-up.
Very recently.
We got to make notes to see who actually has won and who. I don't know if we have.
We
We'll have to watch this back so that we can figure out who the hell won the trivia.
Are you keeping track?
They'll keep me in mind. Oh, thank you, John. Yay. You're sharing my Ave. So the trivia.
Margaret just says Bar Harbor.
No, Margaret. The answer is not Bar Harbor. What is my favorite barbecue joint? That is the question.
I think 2 answers could be accepted.
What is my no? There can be only one.
Because it has
to. Okay, if you get either of the names that it's been. Yes, Ross gets it.
Ross has got it. And for what it's worth, we've got to write Lefe's question down for the next time we do trivia because that is an awesome question.
Yeah, awesome. Which drummer was playing?
Hey, John, if you're John, you're still on here. Will you please grab that question and store it somewhere, throw it in our chat or something because it's such a good one.
Don't barbecue and foot massage. Don't barbecue and foot massage. That's right.
We're gonna ask that question in an upcoming.
It could only be Joe's Kansas City, otherwise known as Oklahoma Joe's
or KC Joe's.
KC Joe's.
It used to be called Oklahoma Joe's.
I love that place. Y'all.
Yeah, same.
And that's the place that we ordered from. That's the place that we ordered from and had some of their food shipped to us. It is defrosting as we speak. And we're going to eat that stuff tomorrow with our friends.
That is a huge cheat night for us. But you know what? We don't ever eat barbecue food.
Rock and roll.
So not anymore anyway. So.
Y'all, I've got one more
Fox, thank you.
I've got one more ranking to give to y'all before we finish up. And it's my favorite albums from King Crimson. And for those of y'all that have been asking, yeah, we do King Crimson reactions. They're just all over on Patreon.
Yeah.
Because we have trouble getting them to not be blocked here on YouTube. Yeah. I have heard 6 King Crimson albums. I've heard In the Court of the Crimson King, In the Wake of Poseidon, Lark's Tongues and Aspic, Starless and Bible Black, Red, and Discipline. Those 6. Those are the ones that I have heard. I have only heard side 2 of Lizard and a smattering of songs outside of those 6 albums. So I'm not going to include Lizard in this ranking. That's funny. That's funny. Y'all are all hysterical. So my rankings for King Crimson, number 6.
Some of that shit.
I'm gonna put in the Wake of Poseidon. I love the little piece theme that comes, throughout that album. It's really cool. Starless and Bible Black, I'll put at number 5. The 2 instrumentals on side 2 stand out to me on that one. At number 4, I've got Red. Starless is a great song, and Red, the title track, which is an instrumental, is wonderful. Yeah. At number 3, I've got Discipline. The title track is absolutely mind-blowing.
Oh God, yeah.
Elephant Talk, Frame by Frame, Matakuta Side. There's some really great songs on that album. At number 2, I've got Lark's Tongues in Aspic. And the title tracks at the beginning and the end of that album are really, really enticing, and I love listening to them. And then my favorite one, the debut album, In the Court of the Crimson King, the big debut album, 21st Century Schizoid Man, and Moonchild is on that one. The title track, it's a great album. So In the Court of the Crimson King, is number 1, and then Lark's Tongues, and then Discipline, then Red, then Starless and Bible Black, and then Poseidon. That's how I've got King Crimson so far. And any one of them could have switched. That's just how it
come and knock on my door.
How did we get to there?
I don't know. Your brother put "Come and Knock at My Door, Three's Company" in the chat.
Of course he would. So there you have it, friends. That is our birthday live stream. We need to take the dog out. We need to feed the dog.
Do we know who won the questions? Should we write that on your?
I'll go back and figure that out.
Okay.
I'll go back and figure that out. It's fine.
I should have been writing it down. I apologize.
Next time, rank your best ABBA songs. We can do that, Luffy. The winner, I think, is going to take it all. Wonderful. So, okay, Rosencrantz wants to see the dog.
Put out the cat. I don't know where she
talk
is.
Amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
So, I don't know where she is right now.
on the live stream.
I'm not meant to do this by myself, is the problem. So, I'm not very entertaining by myself. But Meg on the mic. Yes.
There we go.
Here we go.
Say hi, Trixie.
There she is. Hello.
There we go. There's the pupper.
Hi, Trixie. Hi, good girl. She's like, why?
Yeah.
Why did you wake
are.
her up?
She was laying down and enjoying life.
Was she up on the ottoman?
Yep.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, you're such
Is it time for Din Din?
Yeah, it's food time.
Go outside. Okay.
It's food time.
Okay. Down you go.
She's so cute.
Down you go. Yep. We love our little dog. Oh, she is just a treasure. Just a treasure.
She is a treasure.
So that's it for us, y'all. Unfortunately, I am on a time frame.
Ricky, that's exactly
on
it.
a time constraint.
Trixie's like, what the hell's going on
flying.
Right now?
Yeah. Yeah, she's a good girl. She is a good dog. And so we need to take care of her, and then I need to take care of business, y'all, and get to the church gig because it is a big time rehearsal tonight. And we will continue to hang out with you in the weeks to come, the days to come. Tomorrow's video I've already got done. How about that? We're looking at side 1 of Kid A from Radiohead.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Awesome.
Y'all be there or be square. We'll be here at the same time at 4:30. And we thank you for hanging out with us
Thank
today,
you
y'all.
so much,
Wonderful,
everybody.
wonderful.
And
That's
to
right,
everyone
Andrew. We
who-
got a Saturday council meeting. That is true.
We do. And to everybody who did a super chat to Doug, that is
We thank you.
extremely appreciated. We're really grateful.
Yeah.
And honestly, we're just
yes, you
especially
did.
over
Yes, gotcha. You did. Absolutely. Send us an email.
yes.
It's thedailydoug@gmail. I think you know it. You've sent one to me before, and we'll get you in there. We'll get you included. I need to hear one of the songs that you want me to hear.
And
for sure.
Dan has a guest, not a guest. Well, I think Katya asked about a guest DJ spot, but we're
yeah.
It's not a guest DJ.
We're gonna have a Zoom on a
yeah.
Sunday on the 27th.
Yeah.
And it's a little more interpersonal, and we can interact that way.
It's Doug on demand.
Yeah, it's called a Doug on demand.
If you're not able to make that date, let us know in the email. We'll work things out there.
Thanks, y'all.
And DJ Dan has a spot. Our other two trivia winners. My brain's gone. Wait, I know. I'm trying to remember who. Me, you.
Mm-hmm.
And
we'll go back.
Who was the other person?
We'll figure it out.
My brain's gone.
I'm not worried about it. We've got till the 27th to figure out who's won. We'll figure that out.
It's one of my favorite Blanchisms from Golden Girls. She'd been awake for like 3 days straight, and she said something crazy, it's a long story, but the short version is she looks like haggard and like sleep deprived, and she goes, "My brain's gone." And I love it. I love that phrase. I use it all the time. My brain's gone.
That was Matt B. Yeah, you're right.
It was Matt.
Yeah.
Thank you,
yeah.
Matt. I'm sorry. Seriously, my brain is scrambled eggs these days.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, though.
Wonderful. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. It means a great deal to me, and I'm sure to Megan.
Much.
It makes
we appreciate
it makes doing this a lot more fun.
I do
to know that there are folks out there that are paying attention. So we do thank you for all of your support, and we'll see you soon. Okay.
Much love, everybody.
All right.
You all.
Do I do a reach around here?
Here, I'll do the button.
Okay. Megan's gonna hit the button.
I'll do the button.
Make sure you use the right finger.
Well, okay, you may have to take the phone off the thing because I can't. Wait.
Thank you, Charles.
Whoa! We just fell over.
Megan.